easy bans for Pichu and a stage that rDNA won't pick, or that rDNA won't ban himself, but Pichu will not go there. Is Lilat legal on Mondays, or is that just is it not legal at all anymore?
Starters on Mondays are Battlefield FE, Small Battlefield, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Smashville, with counter picks being Kalos, Northern Cave Town, and Yoshi's.
Ah, so Lilat has just been killed.
No more Lilat.
No more Lilat.
Good.
That saddens about 2% of people in Smash.
MBD is fucking crying right now. Can you believe it?
I can't. Oh no, I can't. Yeah. Did you catch the stage pick for this time around, or was it just PS2?
No, it was PS2.
Alrighty.
I love it here. Good stage. Okay. Gonna be getting things started here. rDNA vs Storm. Winner of this will fight B-Rice in winners finals.
I'm gonna check real quick. I think the last time these two met 2 weeks ago, Storm did take the win. I don't know if I'm thinking of a different Mega Man, but I don't think I would be. There's not really any other notable. There's rDNA is really one of the most notable Mega Mans around here, and he's doing a very good job at pressuring Storm right now.
Yeah, seriously, just continuing to keep it up, getting a good 80% just to start things off, and looking to keep that momentum going. But Storm is also looking to get some damage in, 70%. So. But any strong hit from rDNA should close out the stock.
Yeah. Same at this point from Pichu. A pretty big glass cannon, and at this point the cannon should lead to a pretty consistent kill, but pretty clean back air.
I love that. Getting the shield poke through the side B.
He let the bomber eat up the shield, and the back air ended up being enough to kill.
Yeah, just like that. A good stock being taken there by Storm as well, and now we're back to a relatively even game. Let's see.
Looking back, the last time these two met, Storm took the set 2-1 over rDNA. So this is a run back for rDNA.
Yeah, got the chance to win, and definitely coming off strong again after beating Remix.
Yeah.
Air dodge. It seemed like rDNA was trying for a trump there on ledge, but does find a good back air to seal out this second stock.
rDNA is doing a very good job at using the Crash Bomber to pressure the shield of Storm and just get any amount of shield pokes through it. We saw an up smash connect to take the second stock along with the back air for the first stock.
Oh, okay, rDNA, I had no idea you could actually re-grab the Metal Blade like that. After it bounces off shield. rDNA is just so good at his character.
rDNA feeling himself a little bit right now, and a good spot dodge to get away from that up tilt.
Yeah, barely doesn't find it. rDNA had the read and has another one here. Gets the up smash, and that'll be game one going over to rDNA.
That was pretty convincing coming out from rDNA, kind of controlling the entire pace of that after stock one. Very impressive gameplay coming out from rDNA right there.
Yeah, Storm did roll off of ledge 2 times in a row. rDNA was able to... What was that?
He did it a lot.
Yeah,
most times
rDNA
he was rolling up from that ledge.
Tried to punish it with up tilts, but then kind of realized that up tilt, not great for punishing a roll, so up smash, with that scoop hitbox is a little bit nicer, especially against a tiny
up tilt having a little bit harder of a hitbox to scoop with, and up smash did the job just fine.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see, back to Town and City. A good pick for Pichu with that small side blast zone close to the ledge, and not being able to die off of the top to Mega Man's up tilt and up smash as easily, but it's still Pichu, so will still explode if hit at like 130.
Well, actually, no, he'll die sooner, because the blast zones off the top are like tiny compared to PS2.
No, is it? I always thought of Town and City as...
It was way bigger in Smash 4, but in Ultimate, Town and City's top blast zones are tiny.
It's just got the huge diagonal.
Well. Yeah, like right there!
Exploding right there. Yeah. It's just got the large, diagonal blast zone that you can DI out to the corner very effectively.
Oh, wait. You know what? I might be wrong on this one, actually. I think the camera is just way closer in, but the blast zone is higher up. I might be wrong. For the first time ever, Sir Potato wrong on commentary. Can you believe it?
rDNA trying to get a lot going with the...
Ooh, okay. Good F smash. Gonna be catching out rDNA going past the ledge there.
rDNA is trying to get a lot of combos going with his Metal Blade, and he's honestly getting a lot. Storm trying to work his way around that at the moment and doing a pretty good job getting the reset on the platform moving away from town, resetting his jump.
There. Yeah, love that from rDNA. You need to close out the stock back
there.
Oh my goodness, great tech off.
And
no!
an unfortunate SD from Storm.
Yeah. rDNA was playing so well there, though, just managing to survive after everything that Storm was throwing out. And then Storm himself was the one that wasn't able to make it back on the stage.
Yeah, I play... Storm's somebody I play against a lot. He's got a pretty bad habit of SDs in some situations like that.
Yeah.
It's got... unfortunately, I think he'll be able to bounce back from this, because it looks like he's doing a pretty good job at it at the moment. And trying to keep rDNA on the back foot and take this stock as quickly as possible to give himself a good way to try to bring this game back.
Yeah, 133%. This stock should be pretty easy for rDNA. Storm to take, and finally rDNA is going to succumb to that back air.
I think in the next couple of hits, we'll see rDNA either get an up tilt or a back air to close the stock out.
Back air finds its mark. rDNA, great snipe off stage, and now one game away from advancing into winners finals.
Yeah, catching the jump with the forward smash extended hitbox. That's it's one of the few forward smashes that's a true projectile. I don't know how many others there are, or if there are any others.
Mountain City has the highest ceiling smash. Yes. Okay. Wait. So I was right.
Okay.
Oh God, I always get.
I need to do a little bit more research a couple times. That's all good.
Game number 3. Storm very much needs to make this comeback.
Villager's forward smash is also a projectile. It's a projectile that goes straight down.
Yes, love that for Villager. Yeah, Storm very much needs to make this comeback happen. He did start to clean up his gameplay around on his last stock, but it felt like it was too little too late. That being said, this is still a best of 5 set. Storm on kind of final or on, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's
on
do
his
or die
final,
for Storm.
Yeah, for this winner side, he's got to make something happen this game, or else he'll find himself in losers, playing to come back to where he could have been if he just closed out these games.
Yeah. Oh, Storm goes so high, but no punish there from rDNA.
Yeah. Good patience to be able to make the comeback to the stage. No SDs this time around, and a good back air at ledge. Another one taking that. Back air at ledge. Kind of be putting in a lot of work right now.
Yeah, really, really good there by Storm. Pretty solid lead, but rDNA looking to not let Storm hold on to that.
That was really close to a ledge trump from rDNA, which would have closed out that stock. And catching the roll with the F smash.
Yeah, just like that, we are back to a relatively even game, but rDNA still got some percent to make up before I can really call it even.
Storm applying a lot of pressure on this ledge right now. Kind of losing it a little bit, but 84% on rDNA, only to Storm's 29 after that leaf shield.
Yeah. Let's see. Really
and not
good
converting with that down smash.
Yeah.
Almost working out in his favor, though.
I think something a little bit faster, maybe F-tilt might have hit there, but no, hindsight 2020.
F-tilt wouldn't have killed there.
Yeah.
Is the main thing. After that nerf, that move does not have the same oomph as it does, and it's been a while. It's been a pretty long time since that happened.
130% down smash again will find its mark. Storm just trying to not get 3-0'd here and doing a pretty damn good job so far. F smash does find its mark.
That killed?
Yeah, we're back to even.
That DI must not have been optimal.
That seemed like
that didn't spark
DI
at all.
Yeah.
Some clown activity with that DI.
rDNA
and
a
a good
no
stage
tag.
spike!
That'll do it. Storm finds game number 3, but rDNA does have the counter pick advantage for the rest of the set, so
Yeah.
Storm really just has to defend this this small bit of lead that he's managed to grab his sink his teeth into.
He found the momentum that he needed to at least take him through that game, and we'll see how far it can carry him. rDNA probably missing that tech. It probably hurt a little bit because he could have lived and maybe brought that game back, but probably going to be good at shaking it off and going right into this game on Yoshi's story. Game 4.
Yeah. All right. Yoshi's. I really do like this counter pick. I feel like we are going to be seeing people dying at 60, and I'm not really sure who I'm referring to when I say people.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably going to be both if we're looking at this.
The blast zones on the stage being as small as they are, it is very likely both of these players need to die very early.
And it's all going to come out to be who does it first.
Pretty much. So far, pretty even game. rDNA does still have a bit of a lead, even though the percents are so close, just based off of Pichu being as light as he is.
A 10% difference to Pichu probably looks more like a 20% one, just because of how light he is. But missing the opportunity on that ledge regrab, finally getting it on this game, but not being able to convert with a back air. rDNA sitting at a pretty 51% to Storm's 0% now that he took his stock with that up smash.
Yeah, rDNA was doing such a good job of just keeping Storm at disadvantage, not letting him get his feet under him, and even now, just feels like Storm, or rDNA is playing so much differently than he was in that game number 1, or the last game that we saw.
He's got a lot of these consistent platforms to work around, making all of his approaches a lot more unpredictable, especially with that leaf shield, being able to come from varying different angles, keeping Storm on his toes. It'll be interesting to see if Storm will be able to bring this back, and at the moment it looks like rDNA is pretty comfortable where he is at the moment. Storm sitting at 76% to rDNA's 87 on his first stock.
See, down smash finds its mark. rDNA still alive, but gotta make it back. Double jump air dodge and does find ledge, but
the back air not quite taking that hit, and a good spike.
That'll take it.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of people when they play against Pichu, when he gets his down smash, trying to SDI down and tech it. It's BM as hell, and I love it. I want to see somebody try to do that in this tournament.
Yeah, I feel like that is one of the sleeper counterplays that you have against this character.
Oh, I do it to him all the time. It's so funny to see their reactions.
Yeah, that is good. I love that. See, F smash. Good patience there by Storm on ledge. It's not going to let rDNA get away with any more of his BS on the ledge.
Yeah.
And by BS, I mean good ledge trapping.
Oh, come on, man. That's so unfair. You ledge trapped me there? How dare you? You read my mid-recovery up B? How dare you do that? That's so cheating.
No, for
another spike evening out this game. Oh, this is interesting to see from Storm. Oh my goodness.
Storm has got to stop rolling off the ledge. But either way, we are very close to seeing Storm take this game. But rDNA is not going out without a fight. Still such a close game.
Neither of these players are ready to give up this game. Storm had to work a lot to get that lead, to get back from that lead that rDNA built up on that first stock, and he's doing a lot right now.
Ooh,
and getting that back air.
rDNA's so far off stage. No,
and not able to make it back.
That's so sad. But just like that, we are actually going to Game 5. Storm managing to compose and orchestrate this comeback. Just so good.
It looks like Storm's starting to read a lot of the angles that rDNA's been taking on these recoveries, getting a lot more down airs to convert stocks very early, taking 2 of those stocks just straight with down airs.
Yeah. Either way, for this game number 5, rDNA got to find that spark that he had in those first 2 games. And really, what he had a little bit in that last game just felt good. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, that first stock. But just got to figure out what's missing. What's got to change here?
We might
let's go,
see.
Rachel, get up.
Yeah, he didn't roll in. Let's go.
Let's
we
go.
might be seeing. We might be seeing rDNA having a lot more ease getting in early, but Storm adapting mid-game to try to take these stocks ridiculously early. A little bit of cheese coming out, trying to eat that stock with a Thunder.
Yeah.
We see Storm not afraid to T-Jolt at this point in time, trying to match the projectiles that Mega Man's been throwing out.
Smash.
Nasty angle on that forward smash.
So far, rDNA just so good. Again, continuing this advantage state. If he can play like he's been playing so far, then he should have a pretty easy time closing out this game 5.
Yeah, but like we saw last time too, rDNA was running pretty heavily with that first stock, and Storm was somehow able to find a way back into the game. We'll see if we see this happening again, but at the moment, rDNA is trying to close this door shut as tightly as he can to take this game 5 and push him on to winners finals.
He's so patient and disadvantaged too. Just really feels like rDNA knows what Storm wants to do.
He wants back air at ledge.
Yeah, I mean, he really is fishing for stuff like back airs and down airs. But I would love to see Storm playing a little bit more reserved off stage and kind of mix up your timings a little bit more.
Pick and choose some of the battles that you're going to pick, that you're going to fight. Choose your options a little bit more carefully, and that F-tilt, gonna take it.
Yeah, gets the 2-frame, and while the stocks are even, the percents tell a very different story, but Storm looking to change that, change the story as much as he can.
Yeah.
And a cute 40% there.
Change the story on Yoshi's story, getting a little bit of a punish off of a whiffed up tilt, trying to punish rDNA for as much as he can, as far as he can, for trying to overextend. 93%. Percents are even. This is crazy.
Oh,
and
great up tilt.
That didn't kill on Yoshi's?
Yeah, that honestly felt like a shit. With that much rage at that percent, maybe Storm fixes the eye or something, but that was crazy.
Trying to get that F smash through the T-Jolts. Yeah.
Storm is playing super patiently. Now he's camping with T-Jolt, and I actually love to see this.
He's at the T-Jolt percent to where Pichu will die to any hit, so he can throw out as many T-Jolts as he wants.
There's the F
Oh, that was super clean!
Ooh. So good. Manages to dodge the damage from that side special by getting that F throw. Doesn't kill, but great thought process.
Yeah. That a lot of these F smashes just barely missing their mark.
Tex!
Woo!
Won't be able to tech that one though. It's such a high percent. And now we are on the last stock of winners semifinals between these two players.
Both of these players trying to go as far as they can and almost stealing that stock with that Thunder immediately. Storm looking to end this as quickly as possible, but rDNA doing his best to keep himself in this game.
Oh no, rDNA starting to swing a little bit more with these F smashes. Starting to go a little bit away from this reserved play that I've been loving so much from him.
And it seems like Storm is kind of baiting him into that style a little bit more, trying to play a little bit more patient, baiting him into these options. If rDNA can get himself out of that mindset of going for everything now and playing a little bit more patient, we'll probably see this turn out a little bit different.
We'll have to see. 113% Storm. Ball is in his court to seal out this game, but the pressure from rDNA starting to build up yet again. That percentage on that Pichu is very, very scary. rDNA off stage here again.
No back air, connecting, almost converting with an up air off of that up B.
Percent is so scary here for Storm. It feels like any big hits with this much rage could do it, but the same could be said on the other hand.
Every single F smash that almost hits does so much in a back air.
That's
gonna take it for Storm. Winning it in Game 5, going on a 3-0 comeback. Very impressive from Storm.
Yeah, gorgeous sweep, and will be advancing into winners finals against B-Rice. Just such good play. Really managed to clean it up from those first two games, and I'm excited to see how he plays against B-Rice.
I'm going to show my bias a little bit in the chat.